right, so morning. Good morning. Right, so to kickstart this Monday morning yoga class, just a few disclaimers to get through. So, ladies who are watching this, if you are pregnant or suspect you might be pregnant, this is not the class for you, I'm afraid. If you are injured, please make sure you're fully healed from your injuries before commencing any yoga or fitness classes, and maybe just get the go ahead from the doctor that it's okay to do those fitness classes. And if you are a complete fresh beginner to yoga, thank you for joining this class. Just take it easy in the poses, and if you find that you're struggling with your breath, then just kind of slowly back out the pose, chill out, relax, catch your breath, and then you can come back into the class. Okay, so today's class is for the lower back and hips. So yeah, just take it easy, guys, and try not to, don't worry about getting into the deepest version of the pose. Just do what you can, and with practice, with consistent practice, then you will get there, okay? All right, so this will be more of a standing kind of class, but for the 5 minutes pranayama, I want to sit down. So if you want to sit on the mat or if you want to sit on your sofa, get comfortable. You can do this standing as well. I just don't understand. I feel like sitting down. So guys, we're going to do our 5 minutes of deep breathing. This is going to help to center ourselves, to help ground ourselves in preparation for this class, okay? So get ready, get comfy. You don't have to sit upright. You can lay down if you want to as well. Just make sure you don't fall asleep. Okay. And oh yeah, so before we begin, so this is the cards that I picked for the mantra, if you wish. So this is the card of rebirth. So what does it say? All my endings are new beginnings in the circle of life. I love it. And in fact, let me just type it. Let me just type it here so you guys can see it. So all my endings are new beginnings in the circle. Oops, in the circle of life. Da, 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 da. Okay. All my endings are new beginnings in the circle of life. So that is the mantra for today. If you wish to use it, look at that lovely picture. Awesome. Okay, so now we can get back to our pranayama, our deep breathing. So again, either standing. If you're going to stand, just stand comfortably with your feet about hip width apart. You can place your left hand on your chest, your right hand over the tummy, so you can really feel the movements as you're breathing in and out. If you're sitting down, then sit down comfortably. If you sit down, just know that we're going to come back up from pranayama, so maybe you don't want to get down and up and down and up. It's up to you. But guys, 5 minutes of deep breathing. We're not going to do any techniques here. It's just deep breathing, okay? So just focus completely on your breath. If you want to, you can count in your head as well. But okay, enough talking. 5 minutes of deep breathing. Let's go. Okay, so then just slowly open your eyes. If you had your eyes closed. All right. You can start to wiggle your fingers and toes here. Just to kind of bring yourself back into the room. All right. If you're seated, we're going to come up to stand. So let's get started in our comfortable standing position. Okay, so we've got the feet about hip width apart here, facing forward. You're just going to get started with the neck. Okay, so from here, we're just going to slowly turn the head from side to side. Working with the breath. Inhale as you face forward, and then exhale as you come over to the side. And then bring it back to center. And then we'll inhale, bring the gaze up to the ceiling. And then let the exhale tuck the chin towards the chest. Next, when you bring the head up, we're going to hold there for a couple of deep breaths. And then as you exhale, bring the chin towards the chest. We'll hold it here for a couple of deep breaths. And then bring the head back up to center. Lovely. So go ahead and place the hands on the shoulders. We'll roll the shoulders out. Let's go around the other way. Nice. From here, just release the hands. We'll inhale the arms up. Exhale, brings them back down. We'll just flow like this. Inhale up. And then one more time, bring the arms up. And exhale, brings the arms back down. Nice. So keeping the feet where they are, we're going to inhale, the right arm comes up. Exhale, slide the left hand down the left leg, nice side bend. Bring it up. Do the same with the left arm. So then as you inhale, as you calm up, you kind of windmill the arms and then you exhale down. So slowly inhale, windmill the arms. Exhale. And then let's bring it up. Excuse me, bring that arm down. And then from here, come to a bit of a balanced pose, so just take it easy. You can use the wall for assistance if we need that support. All right, so we're just going to bring the right knee into the chest and hold it. When you're ready. And then slowly release that foot down. We do the same with the left leg. So we're going to do this 2 times on each side. And then if you want to, you can rotate the foot, wiggle the toes, just getting into the ankle. Nice, one more time, both sides. Right knee comes up to the chest. Heel those toes. Click, clack, click, clack. Love it. Bring that foot down. One more time with the left knee towards the chest. Excuse me. And then just slowly release that foot down. Nice. Walk the feet on the spot. Here says we've been rooted into the spot for a good few poses now. Nice. So coming back to our mountain pose here, we're going to do stork pose. So this is another balancing pose. So you use that wall for support if you need it. But from here, we're going to lift that right leg, keep the leg bent, toes pointing down. Extend those arms in front of you. Palms facing down, or you can have the palms up. It's up to you. And then slowly bring that right foot down, the arms come down. Immediately we'll just come over to the left side. That leg comes up, leg bent, feet pointing, with the toes pointing down. Let's bring it down. Nice, one more time, both sides, yeah. And then one more time with that left leg. And bring it down, the arms come down. Nice. All right, so from here, we're going to work with those hips. So we're going to do some hip rotations, okay? Again, balance. So just kind of start to lean onto that left foot so that we can lift the right foot. We're just going to do some leg circles here, rotating that leg around. Go around the other way. Okay, and then plonk that foot back on the mat. Lean into the right foot so that we can lift the left foot. And then we'll do some circles with that left leg. Go around the other way. Oops. And then place that foot down. Then just walk the feet on the spot. All right. So come to stand at the front of the mat. We're going to continue starting to open up and stretch those hips. So we'll come to our warrior two flow. So standing at the front of the mat, we're going to step the right foot out into a nice wide stance. So with that right foot, we've got it pointing out to the side, the left foot pointing to the front of the mat, hips out to the side. Now it's up to you how wide you want your stance to be. You can always adjust. From here, go ahead and bend that left knee. Nice, making sure that the torso is nice and upright and aligned. Arms come up shoulder height. Hands face the left hand. Awesome. So then from here, we can turn the head face out to the side, and then we'll come into a nice flow. So inhale, arms come up, left leg straightens, and then the exhale brings you back down. All right, guys, we're just going to flow like this. Nice. So from here, go ahead and bring those arms down. We're going to straighten out that front leg. Go ahead and turn the left foot. So now both feet pointing out to the side. We're going to scooch the feet together. Okay. And then from here, we're going to inhale, bring the arms overhead. And then we'll come into our standing forward fold. So if you need to grab a cushion to put in front of you, if you can't reach your fingers all the way down to the mat, use a couple of cushions so that it'll help you to get down. And then exhale, we'll fold forward, bend those knees if you need to as well. All right, and then we're just going to chill here for a couple of deep breaths. And then from here, we're going to round your back, slowly come up to stand. Excellent, you guys. Cool. So from here, we'll come back to our standing wind release pose, as it's called. So our balancing poses, bringing the knee into the chest. So when you're ready, we'll get started with that right knee. So find your balance. And then let's bring that right knee in towards the chest. And then let's bring it down. Nice. Immediately come over to the left leg. Bring that knee into the chest. Bring it down. One more time on both sides. The right knee and towards the chest. Slowly bring it down. And then one more time with the left knee. So don't worry if you can't bring the knee all the way to the chest. If you're like out here, then that's absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. Bring that leg down. From here, we'll come back to our stalk pose. So again, balance. Use that wall if you need to, guys. So we'll get started with the right knee. Bring that up. Toes pointing down. Arms extended. down. Immediately over to the left side. Down one more time. Right leg. Bring it down. And then one more time with that left leg. And then bring it down. Let's come back to our leg circles with the right leg. Bring the hand over the hips. Around the other way. That right foot comes down. We'll root into the right foot and we'll circle the left leg around in one direction. Go around the other way. Bring that foot down. Nice. And then we'll come back to the front of the mat. I'll come over this side. And then we'll step the left foot to that nice low lunge, coming back to our warrior two flow. So now that left foot is pointing out to the front, out to the side. The right foot at the front of the mat. Got the hips facing out to the side. Let's go ahead and bend that right knee. Arms come up shoulder height. We can turn to face the right hand this time. Okay, so from here we'll come back to our flow. So as you inhale, everything comes up. And exhale, everything comes back down. Right, so as you bring the arms up, go ahead and turn that right foot. The arms come down the side. And then we'll step the feet together and we'll come back to our standing forward fold. So let's inhale, those arms come overhead. Exhale, start to fold forward using those cushions if you need to. And remember the nice round back. We'll come up to the side. I'll see you guys. So from here we'll come into our chair / albatross pose. So if you're familiar with chair pose, feet back hip width apart, bending the knees, tucking the pelvis in, arms extended. So you can go ahead and do chair pose if you wish. If you want a bit more of a challenge, you can come into albatross pose, which is an even deeper squat. And then the arms come out to the side. So it's up to you. So from here, okay, so let's get ready. Feet by hip width apart. I'll show you chair pose and then I'll also show you albatross. So let's bend those knees. Let's tuck pelvis in. Arms come up overhead. So this is chair pose, so you can chill here. If you want to go into albatross pose, arms come out to the side and then even lower. Maybe even as low as resting the tummy and the chest on the thighs. And then let's slowly bring it up. Come up to stand. Have the hands on the hips here, and we're just going to come into a nice back bend, leaning back a little bit, looking up to the ceiling. And bring it back to center. Cool. So we're coming back to our chair pose and then back bend. So when you're ready, bend those knees. You can stretch the arms up from this chair pose. Or if you want to come into albatross pose, down. So in albatross pose here, we've got the back nice and straight as well. And slowly bring it up to stand. Nice, place the hands on the hips here and just lean back, pushing your hips out in front of you. Bring it back to stand. Lovely, good job. Okay, right, so I'm just going to stretch out the knees and the quads a little bit here. So we're coming to our flamingo pose, another balancing pose. Use that wall for support if you need to. But from here, we're going to root down into the left foot, making sure it's nice and sturdy and stable. And then from here, we're going to bring the right foot behind. Go ahead and grab the right foot with the right hand. If you can, see if you can extend that left arm up to the ceiling. And then release the foot. Bring the left arm down. Immediately come over to the left side. Use that left hand to hold on to that left foot. Right arm's extending up overhead. And then slowly release the left foot. Just walk the feet on the spot here. Okay, come to stand at the front of the mat. We'll step the right foot behind, maybe just about halfway length of the mat here. We're going to keep those legs straight here, but facing towards the front of the mat. So with the arms, you can bring them behind, holding onto the elbows here. And then inhale, let's lengthen out through the spine. Standing nice and tall, and then just let the exhale fold you forward. Pushing those hips out behind you. So we're not aiming to get all the way down here, we're just coming halfway. And then slowly bring it up. Step it forward, you can release the arms, and then we'll come immediately into the other side of the pose. Left foot behind, legs are straight, arms come behind, holding onto those elbows here, so it helps you to draw the shoulders down. But we want to lengthen up through the spine with that inhale. Exhale, slowly start to pull forward. If this is too much for your hamstrings, then you can bend the knee a little bit as well. And slowly bring it up. So guys, release the hands, stepping forward. Come to stand into the middle of the mat. Again. All right, so now we just do some hip rotations. So we're going to lift up the right knee, you're going to hold onto that knee, and then just bring it out to the side. Use that ball if you need to. So when you're ready, root down that left foot. We're going to lift the right leg, keep the leg bent, and then just slowly bring it out to the side. And bring it down. Do the same with the left leg. Bring it up, hold on to that leg. Bring it out to the side. Down. One more time with the right leg. Left knee. Okay, so let's go into a nice wide stance here. Facing out to the side. So we'll come into our wide leg forward fold here. And then as an extra kind of challenge, if you wish, you can come to pendulum pose. So as you're leaning forward, you can hold on to your elbows and then just carefully sway from side to side, like a pendulum, hence the name. So when you're ready, hands on those hips. Let's lengthen up nice and tall through the spine with a big inhale. And then exhale, fold forward, pushing the hips up behind you. If you're comfortable staying halfway, then go for it. Just keep those hands on the hips, keep the back nice and straight. And then if you wish, you can release the hands, bringing the fingertips and maybe even the palms down to the mat. Maybe you need to adjust your stance a little bit, go for it. If it's comfortable, you can kind of just gently sway the hips from side to side just to see how the inner thighs and the hips are feeling here, guys. Just small controlled movements. We're just checking in with the hips. So you can stay here. If you wish, you can hold onto the elbows. Now, just be mindful that if you hold onto the elbows, it's going to draw you down a little bit further. So this is, more of an intense forward fold. And if you want to come to pendulum pose, just gently sway from side to side. So then just slowly release the hands, bringing them back down to the mat. So keeping the feet where they are, we're going to slowly start to come up to stand. Bring the hands back onto the hips there. Nice, you guys. So we're going to just kind of step the feet a bit closer together, but still quite wide. Yeah. So we're now coming to our goddess pose, getting into those hips. All right, let's go ahead and kind of turn the feet out to the sides just a little bit here. We're going to come into a deep squat here. So just be mindful of your knees and your hips. You don't have to go all the way down. So just take it easy, okay? But we're going to come down, bring the arms up into our cactus arms as well. And we're just going to hold for a couple of deep breaths. So when you're ready, go and bend those knees. Bring the arms up. A couple of deep breaths. The arms come down. Scooch those feet together. Come to stand at the front of the mat. We'll bring it back to our standing forward fold. Let's inhale those arms up. Exhale. Fold forward. All right, so from here, we're going to carefully step the right foot behind, bringing it down to the right knee. From here, just go ahead. So actually, you can stay here with the fingertips either side of the left foot. This is comfortable for you. As a bit of an option, a bit of a challenge. See if you can lift yourself up, resting the hands on the thighs here. And see if you can even kind of scooch that left foot a bit forward, just so that you can lean into that right hip a little bit. Okay. And slowly start to bring the hands down either side of that left foot. We're going to swap the legs now. So the left leg comes down and that right foot comes between the hands. And again, you can stay here, resting the tummy and the chest over that right thigh. Again, as an option, you can lift the torso, resting the hands on the thigh. And then see if you can scooch the right foot a little bit forward so that you can lean into that left hip. Lovely. And then release the hand, bring them back down to the mat again. And then slide that right foot down. So we're now on our hands and knees. And from here, we'll come to chill in child's pose. So you can either do this with the knees together, bringing the hips towards the heels. Or if you prefer doing wide leg child's pose like I do, bring the knees apart, big toes are touching. And then just slowly bring those hips towards the heels. If this is causing you any tension in the knees, you can grab some cushions, maybe a folded blanket, put it on top of your calves so that you're sitting, so that you're not going all the way down, but you've got some kind of extra cushioning there. Either way, let's keep those arms spread out, bring the forehead down to the mat. Okay, let's slide your head back so that we can lift the head. Okay, and then from here, we'll come back onto the hands and knees, bring the knees together. And then we'll slowly start to lower the hips. Bring the tummy down to the mat, so we're now resting on our front. All right, so from here, come up onto the elbows into our Sphinx pose. This is a nice back bending pose. But if this is too much for your lower back or any part of your back here, then bring it down to crocodile pose, resting the forearms on top of each other and bringing the forehead down. If you're comfortable in Sphinx pose, go ahead and show here. And then if you really want to kind of add something more to your Sphinx pose, go ahead and carefully bring the right knee out to the side. So it's kind of like half frog pose, Sphinx pose. So just slide the leg out like that. There you go. Ooh, two poses in one. Nice. Okay, slowly slide the right leg back down to the mat. And then we'll come over to the other side of the left leg. Go ahead and extend that out to the side as we chill out in Sphinx half frog pose. Slowly slide the left leg back down to the mat. So now both legs are extended. And then from here, we will roll onto our back. So come over to the side and then scoot yourself over. Okay. So once you're on your back, we're just going to chill here for a couple of deep breaths. Okay. So go ahead and bring the feet further apart so that they're almost off either side of the mat. So we want a nice wide stance between the legs. And from here, we'll come into our windscreen wiper motion. So just gently swaying the legs from side to side. Do this nice and slowly, because if you do it too quickly, you might cause tension in the hips. So when you bring the knees up and you come over to the other side, we're just going to hold it there for a couple of deep breaths. Slowly bring the knees up and we'll come over to the other side. And then slowly bring the knees up. And now from here, we're going to come to rest in our Shavasana. So before you lay down, or before you extend the legs, if you want to grab a cushion to put onto the knees or onto the head, blanket or something, go for it. If you want to stay in this position with the knees up, then that's also nice as well. If you want to extend the legs down. Either way, we're just going for maximum comfort here. So now that we've got the eyes closed and the body relaxed on the mat, we'll begin by telling each part of the body to relax and become heavy. Getting started with those toes, the arches, the heels and the ankles. So just give the toes a wiggle here. Before we allow the feet to relax and rest wherever is comfortable for them. Letting that heaviness sink them down into the mat. Moving up through to your calves and your knees, which are now resting, relaxing, and feeling heavy as you feel the muscles, the ligaments, the bones settling down into the mat. Bringing that sensation up through to your thighs and your hips as they start to relax, decompress, feeling the muscles just soften and kind of melt out onto the mat as the heaviness sinks them down. And then bringing your awareness to your spine, making sure that you're completely comfortable on the mat. You're just feeling the spine become heavy on the mat, relaxing. Now bring your awareness to your tummy, your ribs and your chest. Feeling the movement as you breathe in and breathe out. Your torso is now relaxed. It's feeling heavy on the mat. Your shoulders and shoulder blades are now resting and relaxed on the mat. And they're now heavy, having hopefully released any tension that may have been lingering in the shoulders or any other parts of the body. Now bring your awareness to your arms and your elbows, which are now heavy and relaxed on the floor. Your wrists, hands, fingers and thumbs can now rest, relax, become heavy. So just helping each part of the body to find their peace. Bring awareness to your neck and your throat, which are now comfortable. The throat is nice and open here, so you're breathing easy. Bringing awareness to your scalp, to the back of your head and the top of your head. And nice and relaxed and heavy. And then we'll now bring the awareness to the face, making sure the muscles in the face are completely relaxed. Getting started with the forehead and eyebrows, making sure that any frowning, any tension in the forehead is just melting away. The eyes are nice and heavy and relaxed. Your ears, cheeks and nose are heavy and relaxed. Your lips, mouth and tongue are relaxed. and heavy. And then finally your jaw is heavy and relaxed. So now the body is completely at peace. We can bring our thoughts back to the mantra, which was all my endings are new beginnings in the circle of life. Or if you have your own personal mantra that you wish to repeat in your head, then go for it. We're now just going to relax as you lay there on the mat with your eyes closed, repeating your positive affirmation, your mantra. Alright, so just go ahead and give your feet, your toes and hand fingers a wiggle here. Take an even deeper breath. Slowly open your eye. Just take a few moments to kind of reacquaint yourself with the room, with your body. Perhaps you would like to stretch the arms overhead. So when you're ready, in your own time, you can come up to your comfortable seated position. Now, let's go ahead and bring those hands together. Just take a moment to express gratitude to your body, to your mind. And just remember that you are a miracle, your body is a miracle, your mind is a miracle. And we should allow the mind to flourish with all the positive affirmations that we can think. With yes, gratitude. So just say thank you to your body, thank you to your mind. So thank you. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful week. And I hope you stay happy, healthy, safe, and blessed. And I will be back tomorrow on Facebook at Rooted by Yoga, same time, 10 to 11. And also Friday on my Facebook page, Rooted by Yoga, 10 to 11. So guys, have a wonderful, wonderful day, have a wonderful week, and I will see you soon. Thank you.